What's up, y'all? We'll drop that nickel in there for you. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dwayne here. We're Growing Together Nursery. Yes, there's a real person behind here. What's up? Kiwi and I are out here. Oh, and Ro. But we're out on this beautiful Friday. Kiwi just ran up that way over here. Wanted to go ahead and do a quick little garden tour and show you what's growing over here at the nursery and in my collection. Some successes and some failures, right? There's always some in there, but also if there's any lessons learned, right? All that fun stuff. But we always got something over here to look at, and something's always on sale. What? Yep. Things are on sale all the time, right? Hopefully you guys are good. The weather was quite chilly this morning, but she's warming up now. Beautiful day. The sun is out. You need some red hybrid Jaboticabas, we got you covered. Come on over. From 40 down to 20 bucks. Are you kidding me? 20 bucks for one? Yep. All the way down to like 7 bucks. What? I know. We got them on sale. Get them now while they're small, because once they get a little bit larger, that price goes up, folks. What else? We got some collards that I just up potted. So we are going into those cooler temps now. Oh, there's some cardinal basil going into flower. It's very cool, and it has like a anise flavored type of leaf there. It's a beautiful scent, but the blooms are really cool. And this one's like in a pot, shoved in over there, but I had a bunch more. But hey, a little milkweed action. We got herbs over there in the containers. Got this and that. We got some June plums in. Already setting off a bunch of these little fruits. A couple of these are already going, but let's see. Yeah, we do have another one over here. A big cluster of fruits. I love the June plums. I like to go ahead and snack on the leaves. He's out here patrolling, looking for them squirrels already. Just got some beneficial nematodes in. Oh, it's because Ro's out as well. Got some nematodes in, so we'll be spraying that a little bit later. But sugar apple seedlings are slowly but surely coming out. Winter is on the way, folks, but we'll just sit here and crowd these little trees in here to the best of our ability. More sugar apple seedlings that are just pushing out. Very fun to watch them grow out. I mean, it takes some time, all right? It's going to take some time, but once you do it, it's fun. See the whole entire life cycle. But we got a bunch of different propagations in here that are slowly but surely taken. Some faster than others. Got some trays of tatsoi on the way over here. Black sapotes, we're still babying them. These are the Matt Snell. These are all starting to slowly but surely grow on out. But yep, I figured I would show you guys exactly what's for sale for now and what's looking great, what isn't. We got some red Russian or Russian red kale in as well. Some flavor burst peppers. And let's see, there was some lemon balm as well. Got lots of lemon balm, lemongrass, more red hybrids over here. Oh, I was actually worried about you. I put the soursop inside of here, like guanawana, and didn't close the greenhouse this morning. It was like 42 this morning, so it was quite chilly, but look at that. It kept the frost off, and all of the leaves are doing good. So cilantro, parsley, pepper, or looks like peppermint in there. Peppermint, mojito mint, spearmint. We got them all, man. Come on by, folks. We are open. It is Friday. Beautiful day to be out here growing some cool stuff. Cranberry, hibiscus, some green, little coleus action. Yeah. We got to have a little bit of color, although I'd rather grow some fruit trees, right? But little sage and dill. We do have fennel mixed around in there. Dollar tomatoes. What? I know. We got some small tomatoes in there, but I keep them in containers just because we do go out to the fairgrounds and the farmers market. Oh, sorry, here on Wednesday. So, but anyways, sorry about that. Trying to bring y'all back around here. You do have 2 Sun Racer nectarines, and they are huge, folks. They're way tall. Haven't had this variety before, but yeah, these right here supposedly are very nice and easily grown and cold hardy, right? Let's go walk you around the back and go show you some more stuff. But we are open till 5 these days, folks. It is 10 to 5. And I'm stoked. I've been selling some of my own grafts, the Growing Together exclusives over here. Been selling pretty good. So come on over. We can go ahead and fit you into your own mango. Yeah. Do have some finger limes over here, some red ones, and some 2 lemons that aren't looking the greatest, but 2 red finger limes if you want to go ahead and donate a little bit of your blood. It's all jokes, folks. I just don't do the thorns as much, but fruit's supposedly pretty good. Variegated cannas, yay! Got a bunch of those in as well. Some kiwis on some squirrels. The red cannas came in as a bunch of little seeds, but we got some flowering mangoes over here, folks. It is that time of year where, well, because of that last cold spell that came in, it induced some flowering on some of these. All of them, no. We do have some growth on cherry over here and a little bit of a mixed bloom more inside of there. Oh, can we focus in there? Yeah, there's a little bit more mixed bloom right there, but the rest of it is just growing. We got Valkyrie just sitting still, not a whole lot of action on there. Even M4 pushed out a little bit of growth up on the top. Don't know, not seeing a whole lot of blooms. It is late season, so I'm not expecting too much from her, but Miss Phoenix over here has other plans. She decided to go ahead and show off early, which is okay. We're going to go ahead and keep her in. She's in a pot over here. She's in a 25 gallon. So I will be moving her into the greenhouse. So we'll find out. My thing is, can we pollinate that and keep those little flowers happy before having to go into the greenhouse? Because if not, pollination may have some issues, right? I don't know. Plus moving them in there, and it's going to be a little bit tougher. But Maria Mango pushing out some new growth as well. And yes, all the beneficial nematodes will be getting sprayed inside of the pots because that will be my newest ant control. I'm going to try to do a video on that to show y'all exactly how I'm going to apply that. But I just got those in and I'm pretty happy to actually try them. I've been spraying this stuff all over naturally about twice a year, but now I'm going to go ahead and target the potted trees. Just because the ants are always in there, I do add mulch. Anyway, Saint-Péry, nothing, just sitting still. Saint-Péry is chilling. But I got faith. This next year, she's going to give us something that's going to shock y'all. And she's a good mango for the people that like that hard resinous tone. Listen, that bite is great. She's just got, this is Sunrise, she's just got that patois that you gotta like. You gotta like that strong tone. I know a lot of people have never had that, you know. Karen Michelle seedling, beautiful new growth. I've been collecting some of these passion fruits or parchas, these possum purples from the ground and putting them up on the counter, but trying to see if there's any around here right now. You can dip down, come underneath here and find them. Sometimes they will drop down and you'll see them stuck inside. But I try not to clean this. There's one right there. Try not to clean this too much because this will be my winter protection, right? And this one gets like a little bit of a scab on there, which doesn't affect the inside of the fruit, just the outside, right? But get a few of them. Now I'm starting to turn a little bit purple. And this little girl found a new home, and boy are her eggs large. Look at that. Bigger than her. I don't know how it's possible, but I'll leave her alone. See how many more she drops in there. Jokes, folks. But it was abandoned, so I decided she gets to have it for now. There's another one there. You kind of touch them, see if they do fall, but what else we got? We got some other things that are flowering over here for the first time. We got some, real quick. Let's see this line over here. These gals, this one is Fruit Punch. Nothing on Fruit Punch. Just to the east of her, though, we do have some action from the old Sugarloaf. Look at that. Sugarloaf was a fantastic fruit last year, and I'm hoping that this next year she'll be even better. And she's in a 15-gallon. I'll just prune her back. Excellent, folks. Miracle Fruit's going to go ahead and get some of that nematode action just because ants do like this tree. So anything that has some black sooty mold, hey, Sassy Love, getting a little bit of a bloom there. Just on one little branch, but hey, we'll take, oh no, there's two. Hey, Sassy Love. Hopefully we can taste this cultivar this next year. It's been almost 3 years, it seems like. Lemon meringue, sitting still. Lemon zest, nothing. Not yet. And I'd rather them not go ahead and bloom right now than actually bloom early. But it is fun to have them mixed up in here. But nothing on the 2 zest. Patience, folks. We got some new growth on the, I think this one's a Juicy Peach seedling here. Beautiful colors. Haven't had any rain here in a few days, so I am just hand watering most of this stuff. Coconut cream. Not a whole lot of action. We'll find out. I've been giving this one some compost teas. Come on. Been giving her some juice there. This other Sassy Love. No, this one. Nope, Super Julie. Super Julie is sitting still. She just got up potted into a 15. Venus is not looking like she's going to do a whole lot just yet. She's going to surprise you, though. Got all these little seedlings that I will be moving later on here. Let me show you something really quick. Besides that, look at this Shangri-La right here. This is the north side of the property. And this Shangri-La has a few leaves, but really not so much. And that's okay. It's a Shangri-La mulberry, right? Not a whole lot of leaves on here. And these are like huge dinner plate size leaves. Monster leaves. Nothing on there, right? Just a few up there. You get the point, right? I'm going to show you another one on the south side over there where it's more protected, and you'll see the difference here. But basically on this side, you'll see some sticks, right? The Simmons avocado. Dun, dun, negative, folks. Negative on the Simmons. There was this one that I wanted to go ahead and show you. Ooh la la. It's giving us some sort of action on a couple of these branches. So, is she small? Yeah, she's about hip height. Yes. But if she wanted to give us one, I mean, come on now. She wants to. Listen, she's already froze back a little bit 2 years ago and took a hit. So she knows what's here. She knows what's possible. Let's see here. Potted trees right now are just going to sit still. I will be moving them here in a little bit, but the Mexico, or the winter Mexican, this baby girl, is deciding that she wants to flower, which is better than sitting still. She was just kind of putting out some roots, but now I know you're thinking, hey, clear all this stuff out. All of this, you do have some natives mixed in there, but it is cranberry hibiscus and green hibiscus next to the Sugarloaf seedlings. But That's all winter protection, basically, in my opinion. I would rather have that there, like a nice thick mat. I'll just water it, give it some good water, and that way it will insulate them better, right? So that's kind of why I don't want to do too much weed eating or anything like that. I'd rather it just die off on there. I know it's going to spread more seed, but so be it. Mexicola Grande, my baby graft that I did years ago, is flowering for the first time. And this is a cold hardy mango that I haven't had, but beautiful little avocado that I did a few years ago. Hopefully she'll hang in there and give us something here. There's a new little shoot that she put off as well. Things are looking nice and green. As long as we stay nice and warm, folks, we can do it this year. Can we do it in 2026? Well, you're going to have to stay tuned. We got Juicy Peach. Not a whole lot. Here we go. K3, or Miss Kathy, if you're nasty. Listen, no, Miss Kathy is a great mango. My number one of 2025. It's this one right here, folks. If you haven't heard, you better find out. That is a fantastic Indo-Chinese. Yep, says July to August. Yep, Kathy Mango. If you don't know, you better find out, folks. I'm telling you. This one over here is putting on just growth. No blooms on the Pina Colada. Just some growth. It's all right. She gave us some fruit this past year, so. But we'll find out. Some are just sitting still, but that's okay. Here's another example. Okay. And don't forget about that Shangri-La. So here's a hog plum that was in a pot, and I bunched it together and I kept it if you guys have been following the channel, I stuffed all my potted stuff over into this north side corner because I have these oaks, right? Well, I don't have them, the neighbors have them, but I shoved them underneath there. And as you can see, it lost all of its leaves, right? You're like, dang, it's dead. No, it's not dead, but the leaves are all gone, right? Now, let me show you this one. In between, I'll explain and then we'll move in. In between the gas right here, gas guava, CAS, there's a hog plum right here. In between the other ones, there's actually in between two different hosses or casas, one there and one over here, right? Look at her. She's in a pot as well, but I didn't move her, okay? She's in like a 7-gallon there. I didn't move her one bit. And look at all of the foliage here. All of the foliage, nothing seems disturbed. Why is that? Well, nice little microclimate, right? That was given to her by the two trees next to her. Just saying, hey, it works, right? I can't make that up. Gets nice sun on this side. Look at the size of her. Even this branch that's out here in the open, folks. In the open. I mean, well, it does have this tiny oak above her, but still didn't lose anything. Just saying. Do got some passion fruit that's dropping out from this vine over here. I've been picking those up as well. And next year, hang tight, we will have way more. I do eventually want to go ahead and sell some as well. Actually, we'll just come back around because I don't think most of those are flowering. But yeah, folks, we're open. Ho ho. This one just decided to wake up and shoot off a little mulberry. Why not? Pakistan mulberry has a few leaves on there, but you could tell that she's seen better days. Although she's got some greener ones up here, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll see if she gives us any fruit this year. We'll find out. Here we go on the peach cobbler. This year was not able to go ahead and eat any, so maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of a mixed bloom. A little mixed bloom on there. Regular growth everywhere else, though, that I'm seeing, but It's okay. No rush, folks. Beautiful to watch them grow up slowly. You see all the new foliage. You prune back what you want, discard what you don't, the whole deal. Mexican sunflowers are still kicking off a few more blooms. And these, I do need to go ahead and trim back, but I kind of don't because of that. Again, that insulation, folks. It is beautiful insulation right now. And the pollinators are still going nuts, but the seeds will start dropping here shortly, so that is the issue. Most of them do not pollinate. I'll say that, most. But every once in a while, you'll get a nice little new shoot popping up here and there. So a little monitoring, a little knowing the property, knowing the plants. Just run around and grab all the little seedlings, right? Make sure you don't want to grow unless you do. Very simple, right? You decide what makes it, what doesn't. Ice cream banana over here showing a little bit of that frost, that frost damage, but just banana, folks. I'm not expecting too much this year. Hopefully they can hang in there, grow out a little bit better. And I've noticed that this year the ants weren't that bad because I've been spraying the beneficial nematodes past year and a half. I've noticed that they're not on the leaves like they have been in the past. The variegated katuk still pushing off a bunch of these little nuts here. Probably more underneath here. And this one is like a pink. You see that? Like a pink hue. And I think that they're sweeter than the regular green ones, but my 2 cents, right? But there's a better one there. This is probably a better size. Hang on. Can we show you in the sun? All right. Moving on. Nice little crunch. Well, maybe just under that. Yeah, that one had a seed in there. Carry in the sun versus semi-shade. This one in the sun, still holding fruit. She don't care. Carry in the sun or in the shade, she's gonna throw you lots of fruit. Look at this branch. That's almost ready to break. They say starfruits do better in semi-shade versus sun, so, and she's worth it, y'all. Carrie Starfruit deserves to have 2 spots. Look at this. 2 of them in there working. Hopefully y'all can see that. It is the coolest thing to be able to stop and watch them work. That's why we grow them, folks. For them as well. But also, so, the Shangri-La mulberry, here where it's sandwiched in between Mexican sunflowers and it's got a sugar apple in between here and all this cranberry hibiscus. Same exact cultivar with all its leaves. Not all, but a ton more foliage. I'm not making this up. I'm not spraying nothing on there. I'm just letting her do its thing. But check her out. Way more leaves with way more protection, right? Keeps off a lot of that north wind over here by having these little rows, whatnot. But it's working. Something is working, right? White kumquat, all white kumquat. What? I know it's like the rootstock or something, but will she give us fruit? That is the question. Will she do it? Versus that one there. But yeah, folks, things are greening up. Looking good over here in mid-December. Hopefully we can get some nice flowers on these mangoes here coming up shortly. But the mulberry is about to go off here in no time here. Well, I think it's in spring, but I am getting a few from just pruning back. Uh-oh, I think somebody's here. Uh-oh. Hang on here. Tree come banging. Uh-oh. Let's see. We are open here over the weekend. It's Thursday through, no one's here. Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 5, Sunday, 12 to 5. It is 407-702-3126. Hit me up, find out what's available. Come by and take a tour. Hey, relax, relax. They're over here barking. When one neighbor's dog starts going off, they start jumping in, or they started. You know how it is. But anyways, folks, you got to get back to work. Come on by and take a tour. See what's available. All right. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you, get something in the ground, maybe something in a pot. This next year could be the year where you grow the most food of your life. All right, folks. Till the next one.